Coming to you from deep inside the bowels of a great big empty. Get ready for another episode of The Home Defense Show with Skip Coryell.
This is Phoenix Coryell. Welcome to the Home Defense Show.
Hey folks, welcome to Home Defense Show. This is Skip Coryell. This is a little different venue for me. I'm going to show you around my house a little bit. There's a lot going on in the world right now. I'm cooking eggs, potatoes. I love fried potatoes and eggs. But there's all kinds of turmoil going on, right? I'll try and hold the camera still here. All kinds of turmoil going on. It's just a crazy world out there right now. The Ukraine and Russia duking it out. Belarus maybe stepping in. Who knows what's going to happen over there? We just don't. But even before all of that happened, we had a topsy-turvy world. The supply chain issues that we have right now ongoing, inflation, the price of gas going through the roof right now. I expect it'll probably get up to $5 a gallon, which is gonna make a big difference in how people live. So a lot of things going on. And what I wanted to talk about today was how you and your family are going to get through it. Now, the Coryell family, we've been living this way for, about 12 years. No, more like 14 years. Okay. We just live a self-sufficient lifestyle, very independent. We grow our own food. We grow it, or we kill it, or we pick it. We're hunter-gatherers, right? We've got 20 acres here. We've got mulberries, raspberries, grapes. We've got our garden out here. Let me get this egg off the... There we go. I'll eat that when I'm done with you guys. We'll step out onto the deck here, okay? I love my deck. It's got my grill out here. But, here's our garden right there. That tiny little garden. I think you can see that. It's only about 25 feet by about 40 feet maybe. But we grow most of our food in that tiny little plot right there. It's good soil. And we tend to grow vertically instead of horizontally along the ground. So we can fit, we got 20 acres here, so I have another garden down at the bottom that I'm not using right now. But I tell you, I think more and more people should be getting into this type of lifestyle. Right over here, here's the woodshed right there. That's just about empty. This one right here is half empty. What does that mean? Well, to me, that means it's spring. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to mushroom season, planting garden again, all kinds of stuff like that. But I think it's in the best interest of you and your family to go ahead and start growing your own food, start killing your own food, and because you don't know what's going to happen. You really don't know what's going to happen these days. There's our wood stove right there. We just live in an old farmhouse, 120 years old, and Sarah homeschools the kids. You can hear them in the background if you've got good ears. I'm in the pantry now. There's my man video collection here. Nothing inappropriate, but it's all lots of action adventure stuff. But I just wanted to show you part of our pantry here. I mean, you got squash, pumpkin up there. This is a lot of dehydrated food: blueberries, strawberries, jalapenos, lentils, cabbage. Oh, don't tell my wife that I've got dark chocolate covered cherries back here. They're not good for me. But we've got, what is this? Turnips, dried turnips, sage, all kinds of stuff. Dried potatoes, beets, carrots. Anything that can be preserved, we pretty much preserve it and bulk up on it, because grape juice, the grapes from our garden, apple juice, pear juice. We have a pear tree on our property, and there's just tons of pears that come off that every year. Pear juice pretty much tastes just as good as apple juice, but it's a little bit, milder tasting, not quite as sweet. It's like sweet water, which is pretty good. Oh, here's my Ernest Hemingway, September 1st, 1952. That was given to me by my writing professor from college. But folks, I just want you to start stocking up. You don't have to be full-blown preppers like I am, but you need to put something in the pantry, because you just don't know what's coming down the pike, okay? Get things that aren't going to spoil. Things like, well, right down here, we've got things like all kinds of red wheat. We've got buckwheat flour, millet flour, all kinds of flours, things like that. Beans, dried beans, and rice. They last a really long time. Get 300 pounds of rice, 300 pounds of red wheat, 300 pounds of dried beans, and you can pretty much live off the land after that. Because out there, if the crap hits the fan, things go bad. Maybe it's just like a deep depression like in the 1930s, or maybe it's worse than that. Maybe it's full-blown apocalypse. Who knows? But if you've got the basics, I mean, you can kill your own meat. You can grow greens. We have a lot of kale here. Lamb's quarters. They're growing in your yard. It's every bit as good for you as kale, and it's free, and I think it tastes even better than kale. So there's all kinds of things that you can do. Go out, get a bunch of dried beans, wheat, flours, rice, all the staples, okay? We've got like 30 chickens. That's where those eggs came from. We grew the potatoes. Go ahead and do it. It's fun. It's a hobby. And more importantly, this is the Home Defense Show. So one of the rules of prepping is if you can't protect it, you don't own it. Okay? If you can't protect it, you don't own it. Because what's going to happen? Hard times come. People are starving to death. You've got food. If you can't protect it, they're going to come. And I don't blame them. What are they going to do? Let their families starve while you have food? You're going to have to protect it. Be prepared here. Get good training and get good firearms. Okay? All right. Well, I don't want this to be long. We're coming on 8 minutes already. So go ahead and check into that. If you have any questions about that, just email me at skipcoriel@hotmail.com. Check out on the internet, James Wesley Rawls has an excellent book to start out with called How to Survive the End of the World as We Know It. It is a great, great book. He's a retired Army Ranger, good guy. All right, that's about all I have for right now. I'm going to get back to work. Going to eat my eggs and my taters here. think about preparing for hard times because they are upon us. Don't forget our sponsors, USCCA, great training, good legal protection, and don't forget Center Shot Indoor Gun Range, where it's always a perfect 70 degrees. That's where I go to train, and I teach there too. It's fantastic. All right, folks, got any questions, call me, skipcoyle@hotmail.com. Love you guys. God bless, and stay safe.
Thank you for joining us this week on the Home Defense Show. Now, get out there and protect the ones you love. We'll see you next week with more of the best in home defense.
Bye-bye, boys! Have fun storming the castle!